be starting a championship season mode. We'll be joining the team. You'll find out soon. With this season is somewhat a team what I've not seen many people do, and we're going to be Nico Hulkenburg for Force India. We're going to be on Legend AI, and we're going to do short weekends so we can go through a few more. It'll be a bit faster so we can get through the career mode nice and swiftly. So we're loading here, and we're going to do full race. It's going to be 15 laps, so I'm not going to edit laps out or anything. You're just going to come through with the whole way. So yeah, it will be good. Oh, nice little thing there. So yeah.
We're about to join the action in what is sure to be an interesting practice session here in Melbourne. It's not long until we get the session underway, and we'll have some cars appearing out on the track. The teams will be visiting tracks across 5 continents as they battle it out for both the Drivers' and the Constructors' Championships. What race on the calendar do you think the teams will have a special eye on this year?
Well, I think the teams will be looking forward to the Mexican Grand Prix, which is being held back at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez in Mexico City. It was last run way back in 1992.
This year sees Honda return to the sport, reforming one of the greatest partnerships in F1 history with McLaren. Do you think they can rekindle the success they had during the 80s and the 90s?
It won't be easy, but yes, I think so. It's been a tough few years for McLaren with the loss of Hamilton, Mercedes withdrawing as a shareholder and major investor in the team, and losing technical director Paddy Lowe. This could mark the start of their return to prominence.
Very interesting there, and we're only going to do a few laps practice to see what we're capable of, check both tyres, see what we're strongest on, and yeah, should be decent. So we'll just get a set up, see what we've got here. We'll pop out on the slower tyre actually first. So yeah. We'll go to track now. We'll go straight for a flying laps. Here we are coming down the main now. Look at the table, get out of queue, as there's only got qualifying, but looking to get above this 15 mark every race. A bit wide there, miss the apex, but other than that, lock up a bit. Maybe need to change this a little bit. Not very stable around this track. Going through, a bit of a lock up out of that ball, but through we go. Ferrari close behind her. Fast left and right hander. Talking nicely to us then. Going to be just a bunker of a lap. We'll probably change a bit on it when we get onto the yellow, but looking decent. So much faster in a straight line, that Ferrari. Right, so we're going to come into the garage and just skip practice because we don't want to bore you too much. And we're just going to retire from the session.
Practice times are not always
So,
indicative
by
of
the looks of
qualifying
it,
or
after
race day
one little
performance.
lap where
But
we
Nico
couldn't really
Rosberg's
improve, we
P1
just
time is
did
impressive,
one lap. We were
and I
on
think he'll be
19th.
right up.
But a lot of people went into the softer tyres, so we're not that bad. We're not doing that bad. But we could improve a bit. I'll probably download my setup for qualifying. So yeah.
Welcome to Melbourne, where qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix should be getting underway shortly. We'll soon learn the true performance of these cars out on track. What can we expect to see in the following session?
Well, I think we're all expecting the Mercedes power unit to be particularly strong this year, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them at the front. But I wouldn't discount Red Bull or Ferrari just yet. We know they have the talent and the resources to react to any problem, so although they may be playing catch-up, I would expect them to bring some major upgrades pretty early, maybe before we even get back to Europe.
Interesting. Right, so download that. I'll set up. Go on to. What I'm gonna do is go on to the prime tyres if it'll let me. Nope, it does that glitch. And right, so we're gonna start off here with the soft tyres. Doing my setup, of course, and as you can see already, Lewis Hamilton very fast in a straight line compared to us. And yeah, what we're looking is top 15. Bit of a lock up there, but other than that, not that shabby. Through the turn, 18th at the moment, as you can see in the top left corner of this setup, not going too and yet. What you can see there, a little bit of a off moment. Massive lock up. I don't think we'll be very good at one lap pace, but as you can see, we're moving up very quickly in this part of the track. What we just need to do, not mentally, we just put the tyre too many over the thing. And as you can see, we're in 8th at the moment. Good last bit of the lap. Not doing too bad. Now Force India, could we get like a decent finish here? On the last corner, a little bit sideways, out of the turn, across the line, for 11th place by the way of it. Not a bad qualifying at all, just missing out on Q3. Hulkenburg, he looks very happy with that.
It's been a mighty qualifying
11th place, as you can see, just ahead of Carlos Sainz. And we're looking good. We beat our teammate, who's 15th, not far behind, but we're looking forward to the race.
It's nearly 5 o'clock here local time, and welcome to race day here in Melbourne, Australia. The cars are on the grid and they should be setting off shortly for the formation lap. It's a great position for Lewis Hamilton to start the season from, and one that he'll be hoping he can capitalise on and turn into a race win today.
Well, we all know that Lewis has raw speed, and if you give him a fast car, he'll win races. So if he can stay out front by the end of the first few corners, I'm sure he's going to be very difficult to beat.
How does Nico Rosberg go about finding the time he was lacking at the end of qualifying in today's race?
Well, he's got to stay within touching distance of the lead during the first stint and then look to capitalise as the car becomes lighter and the tyre degradation eases.
As you saw there, 7th to 11th were very close in time. We found an extra 10th. I'm sure we could have jumped a few more positions, but as you see, a decent-ish start. It could have been a lot better, but we're going to be flying into the back of Grosjean, going into the turn and braking very hard through there. Get a massive touch on the side of the car, and we're straight away into the points ahead of Roman Grosjean. Chasing Verstappen now down into turn number 2 or 3, I think it is, and we've dived up the inside very well. And Nico Hulkenburg has already moved up 2 positions there. Driving, and that's going to be Kaza now. Hopefully we can swoop past him. Massive train behind the Ferraris. I think that's Kimi Räikkönen. They all hold each other up. And as we're going to dive in, Felipe Nasr. Drag wide though. However, on the way round this corner, it's good, and we're clearly in front of him. Got a bit too in that corner, but good exit corner, and we'll be challenging Ricardo down round probably. Inform pit window. 6 laps to our next pit window, so that's when we'll be putting on the prime tyres. Nico Hulkenburg, I feel like we're doing alright at the moment. All we've got to do is probably fend up. We might not be able to catch any of the drivers in front, as they're very strong and they're so much faster in a straight line. We might be able to just catch Ricardo, but it'll be a big ask. We'll put the fuel into Rich for this lap, see how we'll stand the first lap. Closing by no. I'll turn it down standard and focus on the cars behind until we come to the first. Around the now, right on the edge. It looks like we're slowly starting to catch Ricardo, not by an awful lot. It's probably about the same gap as it was in sector 1. So it looks like Rich probably isn't the best place to be at the moment. It looks like it stayed the same, very slow out of that turn, going a bit wide, a bit too close on the apex. That will give Ricardo a chance to break away. For Hulkenburg now be flying through this last sector, and it looks like above they're just holding themselves up. Maybe we can catch them on Rich. Räikkönen with the new fastest lap of the race. I get just under a second behind it, I think that was. But first race, and I don't think we're doing too bad. Still 20 runners of the Grand Prix, so it must have been a clean getaway from everyone. Very good in the middle sector, so that's where I'll probably gain some time. Bit of a sideways moment there, but we're starting to reel in Ricardo, but not fast enough. As long as we keep it this gap, we can maybe do the undercut on him and just put on some new tyres and blaze. But as you can see, we lost a second from our last lap. So we should just focus on our pit stop, which is in 3 laps time, a bit wide coming out of that corner, but still perfectly. Down the turn, Nico Hulkenburg, knock up there, and a bit of a cut there. 2 wheels on the grass. But we're going to take a wide entry and a good exit now, just to fend off Nasr as he's starting to close in with Verstappen close behind. Went to turn number 1, very clean. So we'll start putting pressure on us anytime soon, I'm sure. race update. So you can really see the speed difference between Red Bull and the Force India at this stage of the Formula One calendar. Maybe later on in the year we might be able to challenge Red Bull. At the moment it seems like we're dropping off quite considerably. We're aiming for this season to finish top 10 in the championship, get a few points. I'm about 6th in the constructors, but that could be a bit of a task. But the fuel standard as NASA's starting to attack. We go defensive, but NASA finds a way, and we lock up our tyres, and round we go. We connect with NASA, and we lose multiple positions behind our teammate. And NASA's teammate Ericsson's all over the back of us now. We'll probably pit in this lap, get some new tyres, and hopefully undercut the people ahead of us. Not a great maneuver there. I thought I had him on around the outside, but it seemed like there was a bit of a flip on the back tyre and we both spun. Hopefully we can catch Maldonado by the end of the lap. Give us an easier chance, but oh, what a mistake there. Both throwing away some few vital points, just as I was talking about doing very well this season. For the rest of this lap, we're going to go and rich and then save fuel after a couple of laps on the prime. Bit wide on exit there, but nicely through the turn. Not to catch Maldonado, but we're coming in this lap, so we can just think of plan B. We'll come in this lap. So we're going to be the first in to experiment these tyres. 2.4 seconds stop, not too bad. But NASA behind us and has just gone past us, so we're going to be battling NASA. What a coincidence. Now at the pit, we're going to have a quiet first couple of laps, just trying to close in on the pack on pressure tyres. Hopefully get the undercut on them. These tyres feel really nice on the first couple of sectors of this lap. Feel very nice. And it feels like we're going to be catching the runners just ahead of us very shortly. Fuel-wise, we have around 60% of our starting fuel remaining at this stage. 6 tenths gained on Felipe Nasr in the second sector alone, so we're going extremely fast on these tyres. I don't want to wear them out too quickly, but they seem in good tip-top condition, so knock the fuel down to standard just to save a bit of fuel, as we have put it in rich for a lot of these laps. So someone's in the pit, someone probably made a mistake because they've gone in kind of early. Could we jump them, and it looks like we're going to get faster, just and it's Ericsson who was behind us, and now we're well and truly clear of him. Starting to catch NASA. We can start seeing NASA and that now, so we're really starting to catch really well. Out the corner very nicely with 7-8 laps to go. Hamilton has the lead. Now the gap's gone to 3.9 seconds. These tyres are really working for us right now. Hopefully we can pass Nazar cleanly this time. And it looks like Roberto Meri is holding him up a little bit. So it looks like we're catching him very nicely. And doing very nicely in. And through the sweeping turn very quickly. And we've gained another load of time. And it's for Roberto Meri who's been overtaken by Ericsson. Looks like we could be on the back very shortly. Hopefully they don't go in a pit so we get a bit of DRS as well. Probably won't be quite close enough. Moving through this corner very nicely here. Meri is definitely in our sights now. He's popping into the pits to say hello to his teammate. Go out the corner and hopefully we jump a few. The people who we need to beat are just in the pits. We're going past Maldonado, Perez also, and Sainz is just there. Sainz around the outside of Sainz, a bit wide, but holding it very nicely. Could we get into 12th place at this Grand Prix? After a horrendous crash with Nazar, and we've just jumped into 12th position. Very nice. Just going to have a quick look at the race directors to see whereabouts. Not many other people have pitted, so we're looking on target for a decent finish in the points retention. Just keep pressuring hard on these tyres. Going to jump into the points very nicely. So take every sector as it comes, match every apex. Try and match everything. We've jumped 4 free cars, just doing an undercut for 2 laps. So hopefully the tyres don't drop off too magnificently. But it looks like there's a crash, and it looks like Max Verstappen's must have gone off during this part of the race. And he's still yet to pit, I think. So it looks like he's lost his front wing. Or he has a real bad problem, and we're really trying to snatch up the inside. Yeah, he's lost an end plate, and I think he just took his teammates off by cutting him off. And we're up into 11th we are now, and we can jump another position potentially. As people in the pits, got a bit of DRS as well, and someone's out, and we're into 9th position. Very nicely done. We catch Kvyat as he's on colder tyres. 8th place this will be. Looks like we're starting to catch Kvyat slightly. Will it be fast enough? Flying through that corner. We're in a second, 100% sure. And we're right over the back of Daniel Kvyat, who got his first podium of Formula 1 today in the Hungarian Grand Prix. We're going to dive bomb him on the inside. Probably a bit risky. Comes from far back. Daniel Kvyat fends this off very well, and we've just got to stay on him, and we could pass him through this left right section very quickly. And out the corner, a little bit of a break, and now into the slipstream. Around the outside, do we have the performance to fend him off around the outside? What we're going to do is cut under very nicely. We'll have the inside line for the next corner, and Daniel Kvyat has gone wide. This is a great battle. Now we're cutting back under. Very lunge up the inside. And Daniel Kvyat's fended us off very nicely there. We have DRS. And this is turning into an exciting race. Daniel Kvyat could get overtaken here. And it's from Nico Hulkenburg, but he can't quite get it done. He's trying so hard, but he's fending us off very well. And this is where his tyres are starting to get warm a bit. This is going to be for 7th place. We could jump an extra person. And another bad look up, and we're sideways. And Daniel Kvyat could get away now. This is for 7th place, this battle. Flying through that turn. And Daniel Kvyat's under pressure again. Oh, he's done well to block us up. And on the inside. But he's got just too much pace. But hang around the outside. We squeeze him out a bit, and through we are into 7th place. What a battle! And it looks like someone dropped out of the Grand Prix. It's probably Max Verstappen. We weren't sure what happened. It didn't look very serious, but flew on Daniel Kvyat for 7th position. Very nicely done. If you just try and defend now for the remaining 5 laps, save a bit of fuel. Just be careful. It looks like Carlos Sainz on the inside of his sister team, and Kvyat could have just lost another position. Daniel Kvyat is still side by side with Sainz. Hasn't been making it with a mistake there. Not focusing. And Kvyat looks like he's going to lose the position. He's trying to break around the outside. And Sainz is through. And Grosjean's not far behind Kvyat either. Save the tyres a bit by the sound of it because they want us to make another stop, but we're in 7th place at the moment. We can't throw away valuable points. So let's just defend from Carlos Sainz. And it looks like another driver's gone off. Could that be some more points here today? It looks like Daniel Ricciardo's made a little bit of a mistake here and couldn't catch him. The 6th position. It could be a back marker. I think it's a back marker of Dazzle. Yeah, no, Ericsson, he must have. Something must have gone wrong for him. And he's going to hold the other drivers up a tree. And Kvyat couldn't really get through on the side. And it looks like there's a bit of a crash there. Ericsson hits Maldonado. And oh, that could have ended so much worse. But now Sainz is all over the field. We're going to get defensive. And Sainz is going to have to break around the outside. And Kvyat, he's going to steal position back from the side. Never brave it round the outside when you've got someone close behind you. Right, so now we've got to defend from Daniel Kvyat. We're going to put it into Fritsch. And defend from the Russian. Mercedes powered engines, very good in a straight line. Very nice there, we'll live another day on this lap. Get wide there. A potential Kvyat, he's going to be strong towards the end of the Grand Prix. Looking very strong to get a 7th place. But Daniel Kvyat is all over the back here. Oh, a bit of understeer. Over, through. We're clear at the moment. We're just going to be careful when we get down to the main straights here. We have DRS on us. Could really start to back us on the last couple of laps. The lock up there. It looks like Kvyat already through. And we're sideways and he's been knocked out. Another spin out. So, we obviously got a bit too tight and now Felipe Nasser's looking to go through. We're going to be going defensive. And Nasser's even through on us. That's such a big mistake there. It looks like from being in 7th and scoring decent valuable points for Force India, we could have just thrown it away. Now we've got to come back through the field and pass through Nasser. Locks up, got successfully passes, but he's still on the inside and he's spun for the 2nd time in this race. He could have backed out, but he still wanted to stay on the inside and he just ran out of room. There wasn't enough room for 2 cars to fit through. And now, 2 Force Indians are in 12th and 13th, and it doesn't look like we're going to be improving unless it's a mistake further ahead. through the left and right, and the tyres are starting to go. So Perez could attack us towards the end of this Grand Prix. Yeah, the tyres are really starting to go now. They're really not feeling very nice. They're vibrating a bit. And with 2 laps to go, could we hold off our teammate? Beat him in the teammate battle. Last time round here, I probably left it a bit too wide and then lost grip on the exit. Now Perez, our teammate, looking very strong here, and he's looking like he's going to pass us, but he's a bit too close inside. So we're going to cut under and back past our teammate, past Sergio Perez. No, he's going to be going back around the outside. Get another tap. But this time he's held it around the outside very nicely. Sergio Perez has just passed his teammate who's on really bad tyres at the moment. And we're going to try and fight it back. Try and dive on the inside here. And we've done it very nicely. But we could touch. And that's the reason why he's going so far at the moment. He's on the different tyres to us. So we've got to try. Reach out the inside here. We're our last hope. We've outbraked ourselves and wiped both out. And Will Stevens can find a way through here. And there's just so much incidents. It's probably my fault there. I deserve probably a penalty. Because I probably ran him out of room a bit. And like what happened today with Ricardo and Rosberg. Where Rosberg ran his teammate out of room a bit. And yeah, it's probably a bit guilty of me to do that. But I tried to dive up the inside to beat my teammate, but it didn't quite work out. And hopefully there's no hard feelings there, but he'll probably catch me towards the end of the race anyway. But Felipe Nasser's back! And Nasser, around the outside, it's cleared! And my tyres have literally been shot now! But Will Stevens in 14th. God, who would have thought that for Bama? Nobody can stick on the back of Nasser. We had a good exit here, but our tyres are just letting us down on exit. Snapping down. Just going to struggle for grip and more. Could Will Stevens pass us? Could Verstappen even pass us? Could Sergio Perez, who's on his way back, pass us? Hopefully he can fend them off, and Stevens is not getting a straight line. And it's holding off Verstappen very well. But again, our tyres have literally shot now. I know how we have to go save fuel as we're running out of fuel. And it looks like we've got a puncture on the car. We've got 3 second penalty for curling corner. And our left rear, we have a puncture on. And it looks like it's all over. And up ahead, Sergio Perez on the run. He's going around the outside. And our race has come to a humongous halt. What a disappointment. We were doing so good in this race. And just problems with our tyres, and one of them just exploded. That's not a good thing to see. And Hamilton's now lapped us, even though he's finished the race. And we've been passed by Merry. And Ericsson's about to pass, unlap himself actually. Massive lock up there. Grosjean's about to pass us, so we're going to be the best of the rest. Oh, and Vettel's just wiped us clean out.
Okay, the tank is pretty much dry now. We're down to the last kilo or two.
Just hit the back of us. We were still finishing the race, and Vettel comes and smashes us up the bum. And now Raikkonen. We're not meant to be racing. And we're running out of fuel. How else? We're not even going to finish the race. But we got DRS, lads. We're going to finish. We're not going to finish. We might finish. We're not going to finish. We're not going to make it in time. Car is injured. And that's such a disappointment. And hopefully next time it can be a lot better. Oh dear.
And that's the end of the first race here in Melbourne. And it's
Got
Lewis Hamilton who's
5
got the
second
upper
penalty,
hand
3
and
second penalty as
25
well, I
points to
believe.
his name.
Well,
We
Lewis
got
is
to
always
do
someone
faster
who
the
would drive
whole
this
of that
sport.
race.
He's one of the best drivers on
The
the grid.
constructors
And if he has a
looking at
competitive
there.
car, he'll
So
always be
thank you
in
for
front.
watching,
And he's
and we'll
proven that
see very soon. See you later.